Hey you guys, welcome back to another What's in the Shop Wednesday. I am Matthew with Ceramic Pro. Today we'll be starting in our tint area. So behind me over here we have this Ford Bronco Raptor. It is actually in here for our ultimate infrared heat rejection film on the window film all the way around. But the main feature on this vehicle that we're doing today is what's called our Clear Plex, which is essentially a thick piece of film that goes on the exterior of your windshield that will protect your windshield from any kind of rock chips or damages that you get those chips from, and then you cause a little spider web crack or anything like that, or anything you're going to be doing off-roading on the track. Essentially it's just like PPF that you guys are familiar with, but a lot thicker and can handle a lot more damage. So that is our Clear Plex that is being put on the outside of the windshield. All right, and then in front of that Bronco, we have this Corvette in here. This Corvette is actually getting a whole bunch of services, starting with our window tint as you see here. It is also receiving our infrared heat rejection film, getting rid of 98% of those UVA, UVB rays. So the tint's being performed on that. After the tint is done, we're actually going to be doing the full paint correction and ion coating package. But after the correction and before the coating, we're going to be putting on these graphics that the customer has brought in and wants us to install. It's going to be installed on the top mirror caps and also the rear stripe, the rear of the trunk and the top stripe of the roof. So after that's all done, we then do the ceramic coating process, and also we do have a specific coating that is meant for vinyl wrap and PPF. So we will be putting that coating on the wrap that we install, and the ion exchange will be on everything else. Alrighty, and then moving on into our PPF area to start, we have this Porsche Macan in here for a full front PPF package. So that's going to be the hood and also the two pieces, if you will, but that is one giant piece on this car. So the whole hood is going to be done along with the two side mirrors and what we can on the bumper. Over behind that, we have this other portion here. This one is getting our full front package as well. So this one's a little bit easier to see here. So from the mirrors on the tops, obviously, front fender, full front bumper, full hood, and then the other fender as well corresponding. So that is what's called our full front package. The whole front of it's all protected from any rock chips or any kind of damage that the front could have on impact. Moving on behind me a little bit deeper back here, we have this Mercedes AMG GT. This customer is opting to do a front bumper PPF kit. So only this bumper right here, or not only, but at least the front bumper of this car from here all the way down to this bottom is going to be completely surrounded with the PPF film, and it's going to be done in our matte film. So that's going to keep that luster, keep that look of this paint finish. We're not going to gloss it out and make it look different. So we will be using our matte PPF on that. And then behind this AMG GT, you guys saw this car last week. We have this Lambo in here. It's going from a matte gray finish paint job, and the customer is actually going to have this wrapped in a satin black. You can kind of see here, the front bumper is still that gray of the original color from factory, and the customer wanted to do it a black satin instead. So we're going from here to here, full entire body of this car, wrapping every single paint edge and surface that we can get our hands and fingers into. This is including the door jambs, all around the bumpers, the top of the car. This thing is a rear engine and all the different components in the rear. So all that's going to be done and completely wrapped in a stealth or a satin black, if you will. Alrighty, and then into the big room. One little project we have going on we want to show you guys is we have this Chrysler Pacifica in here. We do not do only exotics and all your fancy cars that are super expensive, super crazy boats, super crazy trucks. We also do your daily drivers, your mom mobiles, your dad mobiles. If you find value in your investment here, protect your investment. There's no reason you can't get anything else coated. So everything and anything can be ceramic coated. So this Chrysler is actually going through our ion package treatment. So the paint correction has been done. The ceramic coating has also been done, and also the customer is doing a front window tint on the front two windows to match the rest of the glass from the dealership. So this is a good example of a nice daily driver. Whatever you just get this customer uses it for, whether it be kids, whether it be grandkids, or a dog mobile, it's all worth it to get it ceramic coated and protect it and keep it clean and easy maintenance. All right, and then over a little bit deeper into our big room, we have this silver Porsche Carrera in here. This Porsche is actually in here for a removal of the front PPF on this vehicle. You can kind of see here, it had what's called a partial PPF kit. So you can see this line of where this kind of glue is here. It's a kind of a slow, painstaking process. It takes a couple hours of getting the actual film off. Then it takes a couple hours to get all this remnants of glue off. So all this remnants you see here, this is not damage. This is nothing wrong with the clear coat. This is just leftover glue that is underneath that PPF film when it's on and left on too long. I want to say this has been on for probably 7+ years now. This is pretty old PPF, so it's a little bit of a process getting it off. But once this is all done, it'll go into our wash bay, get a full prep, and then it's on to the ceramic coating and paint correction, because this car is also here for our ion package. So once the PPF is removed, we are not replacing it, but we're just going to simply do a full correction and do the ceramic coat. All right, and over in the body shop corner of our shop, we do offer full paint body shop services, anything from a small blend all the way up to a full car. As a prime example, we have this BMW X5 in the booth right now. Came in with some damage on the driver front door. So as you can see, everything is all wrapped up, taped off, and we're going through the processes now. So it is in the process of the new paint. So we're making sure the color is exactly right. We're having, we have all the technology and everything to color match these vehicles. So we're going through now, as you can see, Brent's in there, going through the color swatches, making sure everything's acting properly. So this is a good example of a full repainting on a driver front door. All right, moving outside, we have this Ferrari 458. I actually have the pleasure of working on this one. This customer came in with a couple wedding ring rock scratches, if you will. So there was a couple, there was one by the gas tank. There was also one on the rear bumper. Looks like they were maybe loading something in or taking care of something on the back with a wash, and it looks like her ring caught some of the car. So I did go through a full wet sand and then a 2-step correction to get those scratches out. I'm pretty happy with how they've turned out. I hope the customer is as well. I'll be bringing this up here shortly and giving it to the customer to take back home. All right, you guys, so that concludes this week's What's in the Shop Wednesdays. Once again, my name is Matthew with Pro Sarasota. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, 941-773-9500 or CeramicsProSarasota.com. Have a good week, everyone. See you next time.